What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the Thomas Gallery, and today we're going to talk about trends and patterns. Okay? Now, this is kind of a spin-off of the last video I made, how to market your talents. Okay? Or talent marketing, you know. And it came from a conversation I was having with one of my subscribers, and I was, in my previous video I was talking about how, the best ways I can think of to market yourself. And in the conversation, what I pretty much boiled everything down to is patterns and trends. And what I mean by that is businesses, the businesses that everyone knows about, your Pepsi's, your Pizza Hut, your Walmart, all that stuff, the popular businesses and industries, they all have a certain marketing strategy as to how they develop their products and how they advertise their products. And what I've realized is that a lot of their marketing is simply based off of where to find the trends and where to find patterns, and how can that company best quantify and market their products in accordance with the patterns and trends. And I thought to myself, well, in order to really understand this, got to define some words. So I defined, I went to go look for the definition of two words: trends and patterns. Okay? And according to the definition of those words, a trend, T-R-E-N-D, trend, is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Okay? A general direction in which something is developing or changing. What that simply means in a nutshell is when something is being made, developed, or being changed, you take something that already exists and you improve it in some sort. It changes the general direction in the way people move, the way people behave. For example, the radio. Okay, now, before you had the TV, before you had cell phones, before you had the internet and YouTube, people got their information through the radio and through newspapers. Okay? That was the main way people got their information. Radio, newspapers. That was at one point the general direction in which people were getting their information. Okay? The moment the television was invented, the general direction started to change. How? Because the way people were consuming information. See, with the radio, you could only consume the information through the ear. It was only audio. You couldn't see the images, you could just hear them. When people would tell stories over the radio, they had to say it in a way where if you were to close your eyes, you can visualize it, but it actually couldn't see it with your eyes. Okay? When the television was invented, you now had two things working at the same time. You had the audio, what you heard, and you had the visual. And you put those two together. So when people were speaking about something, you actually can see what they were talking about, which made the connection tighter. Okay? That changed the general direction. Okay? And something that was developing or changing. Something was developed and changed at the same time. It changed the general direction from that point forward. And we have yet to go back to the radio. You may go back to radio in your car, but in terms of having a radio in your house to listen to the news or get information, don't do that anymore. Just don't. Right? That's a that's a trend. It's a long lasting trend, but it's a trend nonetheless. Then you have another word, pattern. Okay, pattern. And there are multiple definitions for this word pattern, but I found two that really bring home the point that I'm trying to make. The first definition I found for pattern is a repeated decorative design. Okay, a repeated decorative design. The key word is repeated. Repeated. Okay, and what is something? What is repeat? Repeat is to do something over and over again. The prefix re means again. Okay. The prefix re means again. So anytime we see the prefix re, it means again. Okay, like reuse, recycle, reduce, reproduce. Okay, the prefix re. The second definition is give a regular or intelligible form to. Okay, give a regular or intelligible form to. Okay, keywords in that is regular and intelligible. Now, regular means constant, something that is constant, is steady. Okay, regular, always, every day, consistent, regular. Okay, intelligible means you understand, like intelligence. It's pretty much to recognize, cognition, understand, comprehend. Comprende? Okay. Those two words, regular and intelligible. Now, just think about what the definitions I gave you. You got general direction, repeated, regular, intelligible. Okay? General, well, I'd say, just think of these words. General. Okay? Repeated, regular. Think about what I just said. General, repeated, regular. That is the basis of all marketing. Period. And I did a test actually a couple of months ago. I did a test, and you all can try this too. I asked myself this question. It's not based off of drawing or anything, but just follow me. The first time I asked this question was, what is it about certain music that attracts me to the artist, right? Because I listen to music, I listen to rap. Let's say rap for example. I listen to rap, right? But I don't listen to all rappers, and it could be a preference. Everyone has their preference of what they like in a particular genre of music. But I asked myself the question, what is it about certain rappers or certain MCs, which is the proper term, certain MCs, that draws me to them? What is it? Because if it was just because it's rap, then I would like all rap music, but I don't. But why don't I like all rap music? What is it about certain group of rappers or MCs that I like, that I listen to all the time? What is it? So I took the time. I took the time to all the rappers, all the MCs that I have on my phone, right? I listed them, right? And then I asked myself the question, what do all these rappers have in common? What do they all have in common to me that I listen to? And I said, okay, well, let's take rappers like MCs like Jay-Z, Nas, Black Thought, Mos Def. Let's just take those four. There's others, just like Little Brother. What is it about those the group of people that I find myself constantly sitting down and listening to them like intensely? What is it? What is it about them? I said, okay, well, One, they're lyrical. By lyrical, I mean they seem to have a great command of the English language where they can play with words in ways that are almost magic. Okay? That's one. They have a great command of the English language. They understand the English language. They understand how to put words together in certain sequence to drive a point home. Two, they all can tell a great story. By that I mean I can follow the thread of thought throughout the entire song. There's never a point in time where I'm actually confused from one line to the next or one word to the next. Like certain words don't go together. You know, there's certain rappers that just put words together because they rhyme. There's no actual thought to it. There's no actual thread, no storyline. Why did this person say this word with this word as opposed to using this word? Did they just say the word because it rhymes together? Did they just say cat and bat because it rhymes? Or is there actual point to the actual rhyme itself? I said, if that's the case, then in my opinion, do other MCs fit this criteria? Yes or no? And I've noticed that the MCs the rappers that I don't listen to, that I can't quite get my head around, they don't meet that requirement for me. So I said, okay, I see there's a pattern. There's a trend here. Okay, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Okay, trend, a repeated decorative design, or give regular or intelligible form to, understandable form to. Okay, now I took that same thought and I said, well, what is it about businesses? Why do certain businesses work better than others? Why do certain businesses last for 100 years and this company was started in 18 so and so by this person in Paris or Italy or America, something like that? You know, what makes a company last long? How does a company stay relevant in this day and age where things have changed dramatically? The technology is far different from when that company first started, yet they are still relevant as though they just started now. How is that possible? Why do certain movies do better than others? Why? Why are there certain commercials on TV on certain channels? Think about that. We have every time we turn on TV, there's a commercial. But there's always certain commercials on certain channels. Why is that? I said, let me take it from an artistic perspective. Let me think about this as an artist. Right? As an artist, let me get in my artist frame of mind. Right? Let me think about this. I said to myself, I want to find a list of the top 50 companies on the planet. It doesn't even matter what field they're in. I just want to find the top 50 popular companies. Okay? I don't care if they're into sports, food, movie, whatever. It doesn't matter. Clothing, it doesn't matter. I want to find the top 50 companies on the planet. And you can quantify this by maybe, you know, their gross worth, or how much they produce. However you want to quantify it. You can put certain rules in place to quantify this, because these things are you say, okay, which company is worth the most? Do the top 50 highest grossing companies on the planet. The top 50 highest grossing, that's how you do it. The top 50 highest grossing companies on the planet as of 2016. You could just type it in Google somewhere. Highest grossing companies 2016. You put top 50 highest grossing companies of 2016 and then watch the list. You know the one thing I noticed about them? I said, let me look at their logos. Let me look at the logo. Okay? Let me look at the image that I see when I look at the company. Okay? Let me look at their logos. their icon, their representation, their visual representation. Okay. I look down. I'm going. Actually, I went. I didn't even get all the way to 1. I went from, because it started at 50. I went from 50 to 30, and almost every single one of them had a couple things in common. Right? You ready? Check this out. I didn't even get to the top 10 yet. Keep this in mind. I didn't even get to the top 10. I was at from 50 to 30, and I saw a pattern already. Actually, I saw when I got to 50 to 40, but I wanted to keep going to see if I was right. So I went from 50 to 30, and before I even got to anything else, I already saw a pattern. Patterns were color scheme. Most of them use primary colors. Now, for those who don't know what primary colors are the first colors in the color spectrum, which is red, yellow, blue. Okay, red, yellow, blue. Those 3 colors combined make the secondary colors and the tertiary colors and all the other colors in the color spectrum. Okay, red, yellow, blue. Okay, the only other colors that I saw that weren't red, yellow, blue on a consistent basis were white and black. If it wasn't red, yellow, blue, it was white, yellow, and red, or it was red and yellow, or red and white, or red and black, or yellow and black, or something. And I said, okay, color scheme is a trend and a pattern. Okay? Just think about this. Pizza Hut, red and white. McDonald's, red and yellow. Midas, the auto parts, yellow and white, or yellow and black. AutoZone, red and white. Pepsi, red, white, and blue. Let's see. Walmart, white, yellow, white, yellow, blue. See that? I didn't say green. I didn't say orange. I didn't say purple. Now, there's some companies that have that, but the majority of the companies had those same colors. I said, now why is that? Just think about this. The most popular superhero in the world is Superman. Superman. What's his color scheme? Primary colors: red, yellow, blue. You look at the X-Men, yellow and blue. Look at the logos. What's Marvel's color scheme? Red and white. DC, blue with some black. See? So I said, okay, there's obviously a pattern here. Just go to the store. All you do is go to the store. Go to the store right now, and then look at all the products on the shelf wherever you want to go, and look at the logos. Look at the color schemes. Most of them got the same color scheme. That's okay. What else that's okay. What else is there? What about the shape of the logo? Like the actual shape. What kind of geometric shapes do I see mostly? I saw a whole lot of circles, a whole lot of rectangles, a whole lot of squares, a whole lot of triangles. Think about it. Circle, square, rectangle, triangle. I saw mostly square, rectangle, and a circle. Mostly those. Pepsi is a circle. Pizza Hut is a rectangle. Walmart, rectangle. Shell, the gas station, circle within a square. Think about that. Marvel, rectangle. Think about that. Think about this. Think about the logo for YouTube. What's the logo for YouTube? Red and white, and then it's a mix between it's a rectangle, and it's 2 shapes in there. It's a rectangle and a triangle with red and white. Simple. Yet everyone knows it. Twitter's a bird. A blue bird that could fit in a square. If you take the Twitter logo, you can put it inside of a square. Facebook, blue and white, and it's a square. Snapchat, yellow. It's a yellow ghost that could fit inside of a square. You could fit the Snapchat logo inside of a small square, and it's yellow. Think about that. That's marketing. That's marketing. Think about that. These companies, these people know that there are certain colors that work. There are certain shapes that work. Right? And it's been shown, it's been proven, it's been mathematically proven that these things last. They last. Excuse me, think about this. When's the last time you seen a circular canvas for painting? Think about it. You go to a museum, go to an art museum right now. Almost every canvas you see, if not every canvas you see, is either a square or a rectangle. You won't see a triangle. You won't see a circle. Why not? Why not? You can make a triangle canvas. I think that should be kind of cool. You can make a triangle canvas. You can make a circular canvas. You could do that. But all of them, go to our museum right now. Circle. It'll be a square or be a rectangle. Ask yourself also the question about this. When you place certain items in certain areas, you know, a company knows where to put them. You watch sports. You go and watch the Sports Center. The majority of commercials you'll see are food commercials. What I call party food, barbecue food. You'll see pizza. Papa John's is very popular. Look at the logo for Papa John's. Look at the logo for Papa John's. Look at the logo for ESPN. Look at that. What I also notice is that, so keep this in mind, for the top 50 highest grossing companies as of 2016, right, had a couple things in common. The color scheme, it was either the primary colors or white and black. So you got red, yellow, blue, white, black. Okay. Then you had the shape of the border, the border, the surrounding area around the lettering. Okay. It was either a circle, square, rectangle, triangle, but predominantly circle, square, rectangle. Then you also have the direction of the lettering. Most of them, the letters are always slanted because that represents forward movement. If you look at the Pepsi logo or the Coca-Cola logo, the letters are slanted. Think about that. McDonald's is standing straight up, but it follows red, yellow, and white. And the letters are bold. You have something like, what was I about to say? You have like Coca-Cola slanted, right? And usually if the letters are slanted, they're skinny letters. If the letters are vertical, they're bold letters. Think about that. Walmart, bold letters, vertical. Coca-Cola, skinny letters, slim letters, angled. Pizza Hut, bold letters, vertical. See that? Pepsi, bold and slightly slanted. So now you got the color scheme, right, red, white, and blue. The font, bold letters, and it's slanted. And those companies are world known. They're known around the world. They're known around the world. When people might even people might even think about this. When Barack Obama ran for president, the logo changed. You notice that Pepsi changed their logo. Think about that. If you take a look at the Pepsi logo from the 90s and the Pepsi logo as of now, they changed it. They changed it. But they kept they kept the general form. The general form was always a circle, and it had two wavy lines, and it had blue, white, red. Okay? When Barack Obama ran for president, they changed the logo. They still kept it blue, white, red, but the wavy lines in the middle, they went from wide all the way to small at the end. That's not a mistake. That's not a mistake. That is mathematically done to bring a certain thought to the public. Slant means forward moving. When someone is running, they're slanted. That means forward moving. So if you see a logo that has the letters going forward, it's supposed to represent forward moving. Cars, most of the cars you see have the font, the logo, the letters are slanted forward. Forward moving. And forward moving. That's not a mistake. That is marketing. It's simple. Pattern recognition is something that people do naturally. People follow patterns naturally. We do that anyway. The thing is, what marketing is doing what you do naturally, and taking a scientific approach. You test these things to see if they hold up. Let me put this commercial in this new movie coming out. Music is the same way. Certain music you hear in movies bring a certain emotion. Think about that. When you hear violins, it's usually a love scene or a sad scene. Guitars, depending on how it's played, if it's played fast, it's action. Because action is fast. You know, piano's playing, it's kind of like a solitary moment, a introspective moment when pianos are playing in the background very softly. When you have horns is action. It's the climax of the movie or the show. It's the crescendo. All these things mean something. Strings usually mean a drama. It's a dramatic scene. Like, listen to Star Wars, the Star Wars theme. The first thing you hear is the horns. The first thing you hear, the first thing you hear. Okay? And when you hear that, you already know this is going to be action. Then when they get to the dramatic scenes and the love scenes, that's when you hear the strings come in. The violins come in. Okay? So that's all done on purpose to evoke a certain emotion. Evoke a certain thought in your mind. That's not accident. That's on purpose, okay? So all marketing is recognizing trends and patterns. That's it. Marketing is simply the recognition of trends and patterns. That's it. And once you know that, you can systematically put yourself in certain positions because you know where the patterns are. You know where the trends are. You know if a certain movie come out, maybe I should do some fan art on this movie because it's coming out. Or it's on people's minds right now. Why not? That's all it is. That's All it is. Certain clothes. They have a certain the logo. Look at the logos on the clothes. They all follow the same pattern. The most Look at the most popular clothing around. And then just look at their logo. Don't even buy the clothes. Look at their logos. Just look at their logos. Just type in the top 10 highest grossing fashion companies or clothing companies. Just type it in. And then look at their logos. You're going to see the same patterns and trends. Patterns and trends. And as a recap, I'm tell you what those two words are. A trend. Trend is a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Okay, one more time. Trend. A general direction in which something is developing or changing. Okay, that's trend. Pattern. I'm going to read two definitions. Pattern. A repeated decorative design. Okay, yet again. Pattern. A repeated decorative design. The second definition to pattern is give a regular or excuse me, give a regular or intelligible form to. And the two can be to something or someone, right? Just it's understood. Give a regular or intelligible form to. Okay? That is the two-step process to all marketing that has ever done on the planet, that has ever been done on the planet. 2 steps. Look at the trends, look at the patterns, and exploit it. That's it. The exploit marketing, there you go. That's marketing is the exploitation of trends and patterns. It's that simple. Let me see if I can see. Marketing is the exploitation of trends and patterns. 8 words. The definition of marketing. The exploitation of trends and patterns. Alright? Drop a little lesson there for y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Have a good day. Peace.